Hey everyone, welcome to the EmpowrSoft real estate demo. So what we did is that we created a template already just to keep you going if you are a real estate broker and you have multiple real estate agents. So if you decide to actually sign up with EmpowrSoft, here's what will happen into the back end. There's still a lot of things that you are going to set up according to your business based on the settings, but I'm going to focus on calendars, opportunities, workflows. In this way, that focusing on buyer and seller. So let me just give you an overview of what we currently have. So inside a calendar, the first touch point is imagine you giving out a calendar to a potential buyer or a seller. So currently, right now in the back end, you do have a referral, consult, and initial consult. So let's go ahead and open a calendar for the initial consult. Because there's two things that you need to be mindful of. It asks us to written form. So as you can see here, let's select, for example, tomorrow. And this is a form, the full name, the full number, the email. And then it will ask, are you a buyer or a seller? A buyer or a seller? And then any important information, then schedule. And then they will get all the necessary triggers that is applicable to that. So that is the first one in terms of the initial consult. Let's go back to the referral. Let's open this one as well so that we can see. So the same look. So you're going to set up all the time, right? Again, you just know that this is coming from a referral calendar and it has the same information. Are they referred because they want to buy or they want to sell? So those are the two things that you want to keep nurturing when it comes to your business or to your pipeline. So now that we have that one, I'm going to show you opportunities. So opportunities are basically like your CRM. Two important tabs that are here is opportunity, and it looks like your Kanban or like your tab. As you move here, as you can see, and then you have your pipeline. So the pipeline is basically, you can create multiple pipelines depending on the process that you have into the system. So there are just 4 pipelines that are here. So the first one is a touch-based pipeline. The buyer's lead purchase phase pipeline, you have the buyer lead search phase pipeline, and you have the seller's lead pipeline. Now I'm going to focus on these two. Each of the pipelines involve stages. So as you can see here, if I open this, you then have different stages. So these are the stages. You can add as many stages as you want into the system, but I highly recommend condensing all the stages into 7 to 8 stages to reduce error or getting overwhelmed with different stages that you have. So consolidate it as much as possible. So if we go to the buyer lead purchase pipeline, you will see here that you have the purchase sale, loan application, and underwriting, title, loan approval, and clear to close. Then you have the buyer's search because they're searching right now. This has more. You have a new lead, contacting, appointment booked, qualified, under contract, offer to purchase, offer accepted, due diligence, ready to purchase, long-term nurture. Maybe they did not move forward, but we want to add that and or lost because you want to nurture them. Email marketing is also included in this system. Next is the seller's lead, the same thing, right? So you have more. You have new lead, contacting, appointment booked, qualified, under contract, listed in MLS, offer made, offer accepted, active closing, closing scheduled, closing, long-term, and then lost. So those are the things. Now, once you've set that up, you can then start switching from what is it? Are they a buyer or a seller? So let's go ahead and maybe I am a seller. All you have to do is either input the opportunity card, add their name, their email, their phone number. The opportunity name tends to be the first name of that person. You can change that one if you want to. Then you can manually select which part are they in the seller stages. Are they open, lost, won, abandoned? What is the value of that? Maybe the house they have a budget of $350,000. So add that one there so that you can have that data in the dashboard. You can then assign it to yourself and maybe assign it to somebody else, maybe your brokerage manager or whoever is in charge so that they can monitor it. And then business name, not applicable if they are just like an individual, unless you're in commercial real estate. And then where's the source of opportunity? Was it a referral, Facebook, networking? So indicate that one. Data is very important. That's why you're having this tool in the back end. So the same thing applies with everything that is here. Now, the next thing is understanding workflows. So workflows or flows are basically the automation that is connected to all of this. As you can see, there are already 4 types of workflows, and under each of the folders we'll have different types of workflow. So here you will see there's a buyer confirmation reminder. If the appointment is canceled, removed from the reminder workflow. If they are a seller, this is an appointment reminder. And then if it's a referral, this is also an appointment reminder. So if you open each of the workflows, you will see here, remember the calendar is the trigger. So when you say trigger in every workflow, the trigger is the very first thing that you need to identify. What needs to happen in order for the rest of the flow to go through? So as you can see here, this is the initial consult. Now, depending on what they answered on the form, that is then where it will trigger whether they are in the buyer's workflow or the seller's workflow. Assigned user is when the calendar is attached to a certain user. It will assign that user and they will get all the internal notifications. The client will get an email reminder. And then here, this is what you call branching out because it's a condition. If there is a tag, for example, they will receive an email, then an SMS. After that, 24 hours before the appointment, they will wait and then be added a tag. Then it will go through email, wait, reminder, and an SMS reminder. If there's no condition, there's no tag at all. They will get an email saying, hey, got it. We'll talk at time, and it will go through each of the steps. So basically this is it. After the email, it goes here, then here. After the SMS, right? If they didn't reply after 24 hours or anything, it will go through this process. So when you open this one again, appointment, you will see that the trigger is canceled. They will then get an SMS and an email reminder. Now, an SMS is only applicable if you have purchased a phone number in the system. We cannot port your existing number yet. So as you can see here, email, then you have the internal notification, assigned user, removed from workflow, which is a reviews workflow. So that's how it is. And then it's going to be from the seller. So if they answer the form in the initial calendar as a seller, this will go through this pipeline. It will open and be added in the opportunity of the seller. It will assign a user. There will be an internal notification and email. The same thing, first appointment will happen here. Then if they replied no show, there will be something else that will trigger. If they say yes, confirmed, then it will go through the rest of the pipeline. If they cancel again, they will be removed from the workflow. If they cancel from the referral appointment, remember there was a referral calendar, right? So this should be a referral consult. And then, depending on what they have, this is a seller. So if they are a seller for a referral, because they are selling, usually it's really selling as a referral. So you can also duplicate all the other things that you would love to do. For example, this is the appointment is canceled. Yep. Overall, regardless of calendar. And then they will be here. So I'm just adding all of those. So if they canceled any of those calendars, they will go through here and they will be removed from the reminder workflow. Okay, all right, so let me just make sure everything is good, canceled. All right. Next is going to be the nurture. So this is basically just nurturing, right? As you can see, some are published, some are not. Some of this will need to be edited. Basically, what it's saying is, hey, if you want to send them email and keep in touch with them, you can go through this section. Like, hey, Facebook, rest of your day. These are just sample workflows if you'd like to nurture them. Like, hey, you got your lead through Facebook. You can send them emails, guides, etc. Fill this up. I'm going to switch this off right now so that you can confirm if that is applicable. But the appointment is the very first thing that I would love to do. So basically think of it like, oh, I kind of want to nurture them. Okay, I'm going to send them emails. All right, I'm just going to toggle that on, making sure everything is good. Nothing gets triggered. Holiday text flow. So if you'd like to create something seasonal like Happy New Year, you can add a trigger here. Example, either month-based or contact-based. Depending on what you want, contact created, form submission, you can customize this. This is just a template. Now let's go to marketing. This is what we call a snippet. So those things that we've added, these are just text or content snippets. You can edit them from here. You'll see how much it costs to send this out per agent or per lead. The shorter the text, the better if it's SMS. If you want to send an email, just edit the email version. So this is a snippet as well. You can edit as you go. And that's what we currently have. You can also create your own marketing email. This is a sample email. If you open this, it's just a template you can use or not use. You can preview, use Canva for some design assets and add them here and build it here. Now, it's highly recommended that you have a company domain email and ensure you're not spamming. Otherwise, your domain will get blocked. If you want to verify emails, you can toggle that here for a small fee to ensure emails won't bounce. When everything is set up, you need to ensure your email service is in good standing. You can even purchase a dedicated sending domain. We have support, a knowledge base, and 24/7 chat if you ever get stuck. And that's basically what you'll get. If you decide to sign up with EmpowrSoft for real estate, especially if you're a broker with multiple agents. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We're excited to empower you with EmpowrSoft Real Estate CRM.